Rainbows to Riches.
Welcome to Rainbows to Riches, guys, a podcast tailored but not limited to the LGBTQ plus community. I'm Raylee.
I'm Drew.
And I'm Michael.
Today we're here to talk to you about what Rainbows to Riches is, to present you our pilot and how the idea came about. Shall we start introducing ourselves, guys, so they get a little more personal with us?
Ladies first.
Period. Well, my name is Raylee, guys. I am a Brazilian-born trans woman who moved to the United States when I was 14. I studied communications at Rutgers, New Jersey. And after I graduated, obviously, I had student loans, credit card debt, and other types of debts that I had no idea how to deal with. I was in my early 20s, mid-20s, trying to figure out life and not knowing how to organize my financial life. And one day at the gym, I met Drew, and through him, I met Michael. And Drew, they started to mentor me financially and in other areas of my life as well. And I had the idea to spread this to the world, because why not? Why not create a community where we create a safe space to talk about money, a space that's tailored but not limited to the LGBTQ plus community. And that's how the idea came about. And we made it our mission to try to educate our audience as much as we can about finance, as a clapback to a system that often says that we don't belong.
Nice.
Very well.
Thank you.
I'm Drew. I have owned and run several different businesses in 3 different countries. I've also bought, sold, and rented out quite a bit of residential and commercial real estate. I was married, I have children, and I've been with Michael now for 25 years.
So cute. I hope one day.
Soon. But overall, I've been exceptionally lucky in my life, and I am at a point where I want to give back, which is something that's always been very, very important to me.
My name is Michael. I was born in an Irish Catholic family. I grew up with a lot of shame and guilt and bullying, but I came out when I was 17. And after that, I experienced homelessness for a little while. I've experienced surviving AIDS, cancer, drug addiction, a lot of mistakes. At 38, I was bankrupt, but I was able to start my road back when I met Drew. He was able to give me a little bit more guidance, and with him, I was able to buy my first house, which we live in, and open a business, which has been successful, a hair salon for 18 years. And now, after 25 years, I'm looking at retiring. I'm about 64 now. So I'm trying to keep myself financially stable and learn from the mistakes I've made in the past.
You're basically Drew's first student.
Well, I'm not his first by any means.
No, he
He's been doing this for people all night, just hasn't married them.
But you're here to attest
I am
to the benefits of hanging out with Drew.
I'm the success story. How's that?
Period. And thank you so much for sharing with us everything that you shared with us. It takes strength and, discipline to get to where you are, and we appreciate that.
I think one of the things that's easy to do is to look at someone like me who, epitomizes white privilege, and realize that it's not as easy just because I don't have the disadvantages of being trans or being a woman or being foreign born or whatever other limits other people have to face. I have my own limitations, and I've learned from them. And there's always going to be some obstacle. What I like to tell people is it's not about the obstacles, it's about overcoming them. So.
Period. To know happiness, you have to know sadness.
Oh, good.
How
Deep.
profound.
Very profound.
Did you just make that up right now?
Anyways, the format. What's going to be the format of Rainbows to Riches? Remember that name, guys. So basically, it's going to be a web series with new episodes released on YouTube every week. But we're also going to be very active on Instagram with daily reels to keep the conversation going. So if you want to be part of that community, please give us a follow on Instagram as well so you don't miss anything. out because we're going to have stories, daily reels, more content, more personal content about our personality and about our interactions. There's a lot of fun and interesting things that we want to cover as well.
Each episode is going to be very conversational, easy to listen to, a little irreverent, and the most important thing is to recognize that this is about life in general. There are subjects such as bankruptcy, such as, budgeting, finding a job, relationship issues with money, and we're trying to make it as easy to talk and listen to.
As possible.
As possible. I lost my words in there somewhere.
Something that I, while creating this pilot script, I completely forgot and the idea just came out. How about we talk about what Rainbows to Riches is not? Because we're not going to be telling you to
Absolutely
put money in this stock. We're not going to be telling you to, we're going to give you, this is a very basic. We're going to be giving you the basics, what nobody teaches you in your home, what nobody talks to you about in the very beginning of understanding the cycle of money that, our system. We'll be talking about capitalism too a little bit, just for us to have a foundation of understanding money. If you think that this is going to be, next week you should buy this and buy that because the stock is going to go up, that's not what we are.
We're not here to give you financial advice. We're not here to recommend any particular vehicles. We can talk a little bit about what we've done that has worked, what we've done that hasn't worked, but none of us is an accountant. None of us is a tax lawyer. Everything that we have learned is personal experience, and we also are big on directing you towards resources where you can get more information.
And that's the main purpose of this podcast. We'll begin with basics. We'll never tell you what to do. It's just not who we are. No one has the right to tell you what to do. We will tell you what we feel works best in each area that we're discussing, and then you choose how to implement it so that it's done in your way and in a comfortable way.
And hopefully after watching a couple of episodes, you at least have an idea of how to start taking those decisions on your own. Or if you want to get, we can maybe put other channels here that talk specifics about these,
Well, the idea is hopefully if we start a conversation, then you guys can input to us what you need information about. We were also going to be available at some point for, direct communication if you have specific subjects that would be interesting for us to talk about, or if you want to talk to one of us directly about your own stuff, we could be available for that also.
Disclaimer that I'm the student. I'm still in the journey. I'm not nowhere near finishing the journey, guys. So
I'm the graduate. And he's the
professor.
Professor.
The one
the
who
disciplinarian.
Never,
I need a hat with a little tassel.
the one who never, ever, ever in his life withdrew money from his account that he didn't have.
Yes,
How could you withdraw money that you don't have?
Overdraft.
What? I never even knew anybody. I think you're the first person.
Did I ever say
I've
that
done
I
it.
overdraft?
Well, I assume.
Don't
that
put
you're
words
talking
in my
from
Bouncing
mouth.
checks?
experience.
Don't put words in my mouth.
Bouncing check. Oh my God.
See, guys, we're here to
horrified.
deliver honesty. Deliver
You should
truth.
know. Oh, I'm
Truth,
sorry.
the tea.
I'm sorry.
We're here to deliver the tea.
You should also know that the three of us really have just nothing in common. Not our age, not where we were born, not the kind of jobs we had.
Or hair.
Except,
Or hair.
are you gonna do the joke of the hair
No,
again?
I was not going to do anything.
That joke was fun.
Some of it had to buy our hair.
Except for the fact that we're all Virgos. I love to say that.
Oh,
September
that's true.
Virgos.
Yes, we are all
So
Virgos.
If you know about astrology, 3 Virgos united together to build a community.
But we are nothing alike.
No, we really are not at all alike.
Yeah.
But that's good for you
You're
because
boring.
that gives you different. Nerve.
He's knowledgeable.
Because that gives you information from 3 different vantage points, which is really very important when it comes to making your own decisions. Boring.
And although, no, this is not my part.
Like so many of us, we weren't taught this stuff at home. None of us came from the kind of families where money was part of the conversations. We had to learn it on the street the way you learn about sex. But sometimes you make mistakes. I'm certainly an example of many mistakes made, but many lessons learned.
And when I was brainstorming this whole idea, I was like, what if we can mitigate these mistakes for future generations, for future LGBTQ plus generation? What if we put it in the brains of young children to start now to take care of their finances and to learn the basics of finances, how much of an impact this community can have in the future? And why is this the perfect time for our community to be taking care of their finances? Look at what's going on. Look at our administration, government administration. And unfortunately, we live in a society where money matters and status matters. And one day I was, just thinking to myself, I swear to God, I'm almost done. What if every LGBTQ plus person, had money and we're within the capitalistic framework that we have in society, in reality? Imagine if we were all financially successful, how our narrative in society would be, how different it would be, and how much more power to be ourselves would we have.
Financial security and stability is a very good way to gain control of your own life. When you are financially dependent on someone, you can't, let's say you're in a bad relationship, you can't leave, you can't move out of your parents' house, even though they're going to be, ragging on you all the time about things. You can leave a job if you have some savings. A lot of what we're talking about is you defining what you want in your life financially. The way I spend my money is different than the way Drew would spend his money is different than the way Raylee would spend her money. So if each of us was given $10,000, we would each spend it differently. And that's what we're telling you. You can spend the money however you want, as long as you understand the process and why certain things cost more, even though it doesn't seem like it, such credit cards.
In short, come on back.
He's still here.
Well, I'm still here. We are also here to answer your questions, so please feel free to write in and let us know what you're thinking. Let us know what you need to know. We'll either answer your question or possibly make a full episode out of it because we think it's...
I thought you said we'll make a fool of ourselves.
Full episode about it if we feel it's something that everybody could really use. Please also remember that this podcast is for education and entertainment.
I love the entertainment part.
Tell your friends. We're a lot of fun.
Yeah, we're fun. So please join us, and let's make financial literacy a big part of your life.
In fact, let's make it a movement.
Ooh.
Let's make it known. And we invite you to be part of this community, a safe community to talk about finances and talk about your mistakes.
And thank you for listening.
And watching.
Oh, I forgot
And
to say
watching.
something.
What?
You become...
Oh, yes.
That's the line that you say wrong every time.
Why?
Say it.
You become like the 5 people you hang out the most.
Right. That's
Why-
wrong.
how
The
is
5
that?
people you hang out with the most.
The 5 people you hang out with the most.
There you
So
go.
That was the line.
thank you. Thanks for correcting my English. And thanks to YouTube and Instagram and social media, we can now hang out almost in real time. In fact, we will be doing lives eventually in the future.
Don't promise anything.
In the future.
Live
The future
future.
could be...
Live
In the
live.
future. I think one of the goals of this is to have the voices of the listeners be with us. So if we have an opportunity, we can possibly bring you on for a conversation just to explain how different people handle finances within their own personal lives.
So please join us.
And make sure to like.
Comment.
And subscribe.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Period.